What's up, sports fans? It's your man E back. Speak your mind, sports talk. All right, check it out, man. The Lakers, they going down. Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray, Gary Harris, they taking them out. And I'm gonna tell you why. For the love of sport, let's talk about it. All right, so listen, I've not been convinced with the Lakers since the bubble. Now, don't get me wrong, they picked up their play tremendously since arriving in the bubble, and they picked up their defensive intensity. But you know, Lakers have issues first and foremost with perimeter defense. Like that's no secret. They have an issue with perimeter defense, and for as many LeBron James fans as there is out there, a lot of times he has problems defensively being out of position. That's the case. Now, LeBron's picked up his defensive efforts a lot. Don't get me wrong, he's doing a much better job on the defensive end. The Lakers are missing Avery Bradley, man, and that's no secret. They're missing Avery Bradley concerning their perimeter defense. And guys, two problems, two problems that the Lakers are going to see in this series with the Denver Nuggets. One is depth. The Denver Nuggets are a much deeper team than the Lakers. Flat out, they're a deeper team. And when LeBron James goes off the floor or Anthony Davis goes off the floor, they're going to struggle every time. Facts are these guys cannot play 48 minutes a game every game. So they're going to have to get rest. And it's during those times when the Lakers have to rest LeBron or Anthony Davis is where you're going to see the troubles. Denver Nuggets can rest their players and have players come off the bench and perform defensively, offensively, and do the things they want to do. I want to know what the LA Lakers are going to do concerning stopping this offensive attack from the Denver Nuggets. Because if we watch the last three games of this Clippers series, let's be honest, guys, the defensive effort was there. Let's talk about game 7, where the Denver Nuggets had 20 turnovers. 20 turnovers. That was not lack of defense by the Clippers. No, no, no. 20 turnovers the Denver Nuggets had. So this is not saying there's a lack of defense. And I know that people want to say, well, the Clippers are a defensive team and they still got past the Clippers. We will hear that narrative. But the facts of the matter are that Paul George and Kawhi Leonard, their superstar and all-star player, went scoreless in the fourth quarter to close that game out. It had nothing to do with defense. They mentally collapsed Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. They mentally collapsed, guys. JaMychal Green was playing defense. Patrick Beverly was playing defense. Montrezl Harrell was bananas. Zubac was playing defense. Kawhi and Paul was playing defense. Kawhi and Paul fell apart offensively, crumbled. That is a mental lapse. So I don't want to hear these people talking about, oh, well, they got through the Clippers and the Clippers have this defense, and they showed the defense because game after game, the Denver Nuggets had multiple turnovers. But because Paul George and Kawhi Leonard, the most important players on that team, were falling apart mentally on the offensive end, had a lot to do with why the Denver Nuggets were winning. Also, uh, you know, the switching on defense when they guys get these screens, that's something that the Lakers have had problems with. And let me tell you something. You can't allow this guy here, Jamal Murray, to get into any kind of rhythm because once he does, he's going to make you pay. He's going to make you pay. And he showed this with the Clippers. I mean, this guy can light it up. He's all around there. That inside floater from 15 foot, he's almost automatic, it seems. He shoots the 3 ball. And that give and go deal with him and Jokic right there. I'm gonna tell you right now, yeah, Anthony Davis is agile. He can move his feet, but don't sit here and tell me Anthony Davis is any more agile than Montrezl Harrell. Yeah, he has the length. Montrezl Harrell is one of the better defenders in the league, and Nikola Jokic was abusing him. Anthony Davis is not the guy that wants to even play that 5 spot. Nikola Jokic is going to give Dwight, well, not Dwight Howard, JaVale McGee and Anthony Davis hell down there. Not only that, he can pass the ball, but this guy here, Jamal Murray, that floater inside, he was killing the Clippers with that all night. I mean, this guy can score from everywhere. He can create his shot. Look at this. Follow this shot. He was the first one down in the hole. You know, I've not seen enough Lakers defense to be able to deal with this. This kid right here, man, once he gets going, he's like the Energizer Bunny. He scored 42 points in that game. Listen, the Denver Nuggets are the only team in NBA history, the only team in NBA history, okay, to go down 3-1 twice in the same playoff, come back. No other team has ever done that before. That just shows you there's no quit in this team. I don't want to hear anything about a mental breakdown with this team. They just set an NBA record coming back from a 3-1 deficit twice in the same playoffs. So, with that being said, we know who's a mentally strong team. We've seen the Lakers collapse mentally as well. I called this last year, Denver dark horse, Miami Heat dark horse. I called earlier in this playoff, don't be surprised to see a Miami Heat Denver Nuggets playoff. And I'm not just saying this. I'm not just saying this now. I've been said this about the Denver Nuggets. That's what people got to realize. And, you know, we talk about Jamal Murray and the difficulties he's going to bring to that team. Well, she got another guy on that team also going to bring difficulty. Also, and that's Nikola Jokic. And so, you know, guys, this is what I'm saying. You got Nikola Jokic that is going to give, trust me, Anthony Davis and those guys sheer hell because he can score down there low. Not only can he score, not only can Jokic score, he can facilitate that ball. He got a triple-double in this last game against the Clippers. And, you know, I say this time and time again when it comes to the Clippers defense. You're going to hear a narrative, especially probably with the media, because they push the mainstream media, ESPN and Fox Sports 1 and those guys, because they always find a way to push these narratives, you know, in favor, in lieu of the Lakers. They're famous for that. And you're going to hear narratives about defense. The fact that they got past the Clippers defense, you know, Clippers was one of the best defenders in the league, but that still didn't, you know, change anything. You're going to hear these narratives. But again, I'm here to set the record straight before we go into this playoff. I'm here to set the record straight. It was not as much as the defense. Yeah, they were getting caught in the wrong spot defensively. But when you're, again, if they go play the Lakers and LeBron James and Anthony Davis falls apart offensively, no one can tell me that that the Denver Nuggets would not win that series because of that. I mean, no one could tell us that. Like, that wouldn't even be reasonable. But when you talk about Nikola Jokic, I mean, just look at this guy. Look at this guy. You can't see. You can take it down inside. Look at it. nice dish inside. That's the problem with Jokic. And I'm not sure, we can say, okay, Anthony Davis is longer, but come on, man. Jokic doesn't have to score on Anthony Davis. The way he can facilitate this ball, what is Davis going to be able to do? What is Davis going to be able to do with that? The only thing he can do is defend Jokic from scoring, I mean. So he can do a good job at defending Jokic from scoring. But it's a 5-man team. And not only can this guy, look at that turnaround jump shots. He's offensively talented, which means he's a threat. A lot of the times Clippers had to double team him. What happens when the Lakers, who have slight perimeter defense, start trying to double team Jokic? And you got Jamal Murray out there running around. You got Gary Harris out here hitting 3-pointers. You have Jeremy Grant hitting 3-pointers. Craig can light it up from outside. Jamal Murray can light it up from outside. And here's something really significant, guys. In this series, Will Barton should be back. They beat the Clippers without Will Barton. That's their third best guy. I called this last season for a reason. Last season, you look at the Denver Nuggets in the playoffs, Will Barton was ready. Will Barton was ready. Jamal Murray has some struggles, but he learned, which I think he's proven in this playoff, that he learned, he gained that experience. But Will Barton was ready. Nikola Jokic was ready. It was these other young guys. It was a new experience for them. They had to learn. They had to adjust. Jamal Murray, Jeremy Grant, Michael Porter Jr. See, these guys gained their experience last season. They gained their experience last season. And now it's showing this season. The Lakers are in trouble. And I see the Denver Nuggets taking the Lakers out. No more than 6 games. Y'all heard it here first on Speak Your Mind Sports Talk. And y'all know I always in this thing. For the love of sports, talk about it. Peace.